What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of LankyBox. Now, Adam, the story I'm going to tell you today, oh man, this is the story of the biggest mistake I ever made in my entire life. Now, this story takes place when I was in middle school, and you know, back then, of course, I did not have that many friends, and the friends I did have, they were all guys. There was a 0% possibility that I was going to ever meet a girl. Like, how would I even meet one? I don't have any friends that are girls. I'm too scared to talk to girls. Like, there's no way. So the way that I met this girl, it was literally like fate. The universe aligned and brought her into my life.
Okay.
I was sitting in chemistry class, learning about some molecules and stuff.
In middle
school? Yeah, I got a big brain, yeah.
And you were probably like, I'm wondering if I have some chemistry with some of the girls in this class.
I was sitting in chemistry class, writing about molecules and stuff, and out of nowhere, out of nowhere, I heard an alarm. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. I'm like, what's happening?
Is it like a fire alarm?
It was exactly that. It was a fire drill. On this day, some kid, I don't know why, had actually set fire to like a bathroom trash can. So the whole school had to evacuate and go on the field. It's like a fire drill. You know what I mean? The way they line you up in the fire drill line is they give everyone just a random number.
Okay.
So I got a random number and I go to my spot, kind of looking at it, kind of confused, and I look up and the girl with the number next to mine, so she was next to me in line, was literally like the most beautiful girl I had ever seen in my entire life. I was shook, okay? And I was just gonna stand next to her for like 15 minutes because you have to wait to go back inside when it's safe. I look up and this girl is just beautiful. I was like, oh man. She asked me, she's like, oh, what's your name? I've never seen you before. I was like, I'm Justin. What's your name? She said, my name's Sarah. I was like, oh, cool. So we just like talked for like 2 minutes and then we went back to class. And that was it. I was just waiting for the next fire drill so I could see her again.
Wait, so you guys were not in the same class?
No, I never saw her outside of the fire drills.
Oh!
So I literally was like...
So you were like about to start your own fire.
I was like, is this flammable? I was in chemistry class mixing up potions, trying to start a combustion. Because some kid lit a trash can on fire, our school decided we had to have more fire drills more often. So we literally had a fire drill every other week. We had 2 fire drills a month. So I got to know Sarah just seeing her like twice a month. That's why I say this relationship is fate. That is the most poetic thing ever.
I mean, your numbers were like totally random.
They're
like,
totally
what are the odds that you ended up next to Sarah?
That's what I'm saying. And if that kid had never set the trash can on fire, I would have never even met her. Over time, we got to know each other better. Anyways, I'm gonna cut the long story short because what happens after is more interesting. But we literally actually ended up dating.
Wait, what?
Yes, we did.
Wait, okay.
Yes, we did.
You skipped such a big section. So you go from seeing her once every couple of weeks for 2 minutes to now we're boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes, I just cut that part out. What do you mean how?
Are you
Adam's like, give me the secrets. I don't understand.
How? Oh, okay, so like you guys went from the fire drill, you maybe like started hanging out a little bit, and then you like asked her out?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
like,
okay.
That part of the story is not the super interesting part. It was just like we just got to know each other better and we spent more time together. And it was not like some big event where I was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? It was nothing crazy. I remember one of our first dates was to go to the aquarium. I remember going to the aquarium and just walking around with her for like 3 hours. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember the sea otters so clearly.
Sea otters are really cute.
They're very cute. They're very fluffy. They sit on their back and they eat like that. That's where I learned how to eat the way I do currently. Just put the donuts here and eat them. We literally went to the aquarium, hung out for like 3 hours, and then like went home. Like that was like a date. And then there was the second date. And this was the tragic mistake, Adam.
Oh, no.
I will say, up until this point, everything in the relationship was amazing.
This sounds like the best relationship you've ever had.
Well, I mean, you're forgetting about chicken. But okay. But yeah, like, this is pretty good. So this third time, she invited me to go over to her house to go hang out. I was really nervous. I showed up at the front door, and her whole family, they were such nice people. They were sitting in the living room and they were playing board games. They invited me to come play with them. It was so fun. I was like, dude, this is the greatest relationship ever. It was amazing.
Wait, so you were at her house. Up until this point, had you guys like held hands or like kissed or anything like that?
We had not done anything at all.
Not even like hugged?
No.
Wow.
Because in my head, I'm gonna be honest, in middle school Justy's head, that was not the priority. I was just like, there's this girl that I really like hanging out with. I didn't really care. It was like, whatever. Like, I didn't really understand how that stuff worked anyways, though. You know what I mean? So we played board games with her family a bit. It was like her mom, her dad, and her little sister. And then she goes, Justy, let's go upstairs and watch a movie together. I was like,
wait, are you serious?
We went upstairs and she goes, Justin, you can pick the movie. What movie do you want to watch? And I said, you know what? There's this movie I really like. It's called Batman the Dark Knight. Looking back on it, if I could talk to little Justy now, I would say, I don't know, play The Notebook or something, play some anime. What are you doing? But back then, I was like, yeah, I'll watch Batman. And literally,
you're like showing her your Joker impression.
Dude, she was terrified. She was trying to just hang out and cuddle, and
she's putting on some lipstick. You're like, oh, can I have some too?
You want to know how I got these scars?
Also, that movie's like 3 hours long.
I know, it's like 3.5 hours long. We're sitting there alone, watching The Dark Knight. She's terrified, okay? She don't know what's going on. And then, as if, like, this is so crazy. The door opens, and her mom comes in. And her mom goes, oh, hey, your dad, your little sister, and I want to eat some ice cream, but we're all out at the house. So we're gonna leave and go get ice cream.
Wait, what?
That's what I don't
Why do they all need to go to get ice cream?
I don't know. I don't understand to this day. But, of course, little Justy has no idea what's going on. Me and her were sitting like this. You know what I mean?
You had her arm around her?
Had the arm around, just sitting like this. When her mom and everybody left, I was like, is something supposed to happen now? Getting nervous. Getting uncomfortable. I did not know what to do. This is kind of a bigger point. I don't know nowadays because of social media. I feel like kids kind of know how relationships work better. I don't know about you, but back then, I had no idea how any of this worked.
No. So you're sitting there cuddling with her. You're like panicking, or you're like, what do I do? Or did you just not think at all? Or were you just like, this is what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, it was a mix. Like, I really was kind of just focused on the movie. I didn't really know, but I was also like, am I supposed to do something? My arm is falling asleep. It's been 3 hours. But basically, after this, I learned the very next day at school, I had made the biggest mistake of my life. After school the next day, Sarah comes up to me. She goes, hey, Justy, let's go over to the bleachers and just chill for a little bit. I was like, okay.
Wait, so nothing happened during the Dark Knight?
Absolutely nothing happened.
Okay.
All right, we finished the movie and I went home.
Okay.
Classic. We go out to the field, we go out to the bleachers, and I thought we were just gonna hang out, just chat. She sits me down and goes, Justin, it's been great hanging out. You know, I've had a lot of fun. I really like you, but I think we should break up.
Wait, what?
That hit me like harder than like any time I've been hit in a zero budget or any content. I literally put a Roblox out.
Wait, that's actually so sad.
Dude,
like, she broke up with you?
It came out of nowhere. She's broke. I was like, what?
Did you ask her like why?
Yeah, and she was just like, oh, you know, she didn't really give me a clear reason. But then I learned the real reason the next day. Over the months of dating Sarah, I had gotten to know some of her friends, right? So she had this friend named Amber, and I remember talking to Amber being like, you know, what happened? Why did my world just crumble yesterday? I don't understand. She basically told me that Sarah had orchestrated the entire movie night thing so that like something, I don't know, like a kiss or something could happen.
Yeah.
And that I failed. Like it was some sort of exam that I failed to pass. Like she literally told me, she was like, Sarah got rid of all of the ice cream in her house so that she knew her parents and sister would leave.
Wait, what?
I don't know how.
Wait, she like threw it out and she like eat it all?
I still don't know. If she ate it all, then that's actually the love of my life. I gotta find her.
Wait, so she planned everything. She like brought you over. She brought you into her room. So when you like picked the Dark Knight, that was like your first fail?
That was like strike number 1.
And then her family left. And then you didn't do anything.
That was strike number 2. And then strike number 3 was probably my Joker impression. Let's put a smile on that face.
in her defense, she kind of like did do a really good job.
She did an insanely good job.
Like she set everything up. She like lobbed you a great pass, and then you just dropped the ball.
Oh, I just airballed. I was like, okay. I didn't understand, but like I said, back then, for us, like relationships, they were so innocent. Like I had no idea what was happening.
I'm gonna cheer you up. I actually have some donuts for you.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I hope these make you feel better.
Yeah.
Justin, do not eat them like a sea otter. Please do not, Justin!